Okay, so like I said, our project is called PosturePal, and it's an AI-based yoga posture correction system. Um, so our problem statement to I kind of already said it, but injuries can come really easily from yoga, and so we wanted to make an automated posture evaluation system that could prevent injuries and keep yoga accessible.
All right.
For the solution overview, PosturePal uses AI to analyze the yoga poses. It starts out by taking a user input as an image and detects body landmarks using MediaPipe, and then predicts the pose using a machine learning classifier, and then gives a score and feedback on the user's posture. To go a little deeper, after the user inputs their image, MediaPipe would extract 33 body landmarks, which are things like your joints, such as your shoulders or your knees. After that, the landmarks are normalized so that all of the different postures and images can be compared accurately. And then next, for the data training, is that features would be extracted. That includes things like the angles of joints and the distance between body parts. After the data is trained, the machine learning model predicts the pose, and based on that, it gives a scoring based on predefined human feedback that a coach could give, such as straighten your legs, keep your back posture up, and then give a score with that. And then lastly, we use Streamlit to run the app.
All right.
The main technologies we used were Python version 3.11. We also use MediaPipe, which was primarily for the pose detection and body landmarks, OpenCV, which was for image processing, scikit-learn, which was the main Python library that we used to create our machine learning model, Streamlit, which was the interface that we ran it with, and then other libraries such as NumPy, Matplotlib, and Joblib that we also incorporated into our project.
All right.
For the dataset training, our dataset came from Kaggle, which is a public open source website. And in the folder, after we downloaded, each folder was titled a different yoga asana, and the folders contain around 50 to 70 images. After that, MediaPipe extracted the 33 landmarks, and then these landmarks were normalized so that there could be an even comparison. Next, the features were generated from angles and distance. And lastly, using a random forest classifier, the model was trained with these images, and we had around an 87% accuracy rate.
All right.
For the pose classification, after the image was inputted, a feature vector was created with it with the coordinates of X, Y, Z, and visibility. Then the machine learning model would predict the pose and give it a label, and then that label would be converted into the actual name. And so there's an example. Yeah.
Uh,
Um, as for the posture correctness system, the one of the main things we used was a rule-based evaluation. So that means predefined human ones, such as things like a coach would give, because we wanted to make this easy for beginners to use. And we also checked the joint angles, and we lastly use a score calculation. Some feedback examples are bend your knees more, keep your shoulders level, and keep your back straight.
all right. So,
For our application, we use Streamlit because it's a user-friendly web interface, and it allowed us to easily upload images, yoga posture images, and it shows us the detect pose, the posture, and any feedback that there is for the user.
mhm.
And as a conclusion, and where we want to go with this in the future, is that our model is able to successfully detect yoga poses and give feedback and correctness if necessary. And in the future, we hope to make it maybe a live version so that instead of images, they could be kept open while a person is practicing. We hope to make it on a wider scale and take more yoga poses than the ones we already have, and then create a mobile app version so it's more accessible rather than having to use a computer.
All right.
And we would hopefully also create a live coaching system.
Okay. Now, can you elaborate more on the coaching system? I'm just interested to know about it.
The live coaching system um would go hand in hand with the live feedback. And so rather than coaching, it would give feedback as the person is doing
Under
the pose. So if they slip for a second, it can catch that and say, oh, make sure to fix this.
Understood. Got it.
And
Yeah, you may continue.
oh,
Yeah.
for for actually running the model, our model was too large for us to use to make a link. And so I asked if it was fine if I could just like give a live demonstration.
All right. Yeah, you can do the demonstration right now.
Okay, so this is we were able to run it locally using Streamlit, and so this is what the it looks like initially. And so if I were to upload an image of just a random yoga pose, it
Okay.
could analyze it. It gives the pose the posture score, and then because this one was 100%, it said that there was excellent posture. But
Okay.
to give an example of what something that's not completely accurate is,
Mm-hmm.
is here, it'll identify a score, but it wasn't completely 100%. And so the correction was to keep your body in a straight line to prevent a possible injury.
Understood. All right.